Real, thank you for showing up. Thank you. I know we have a meeting today at 10 p.m. my time, so I look forward to seeing you there. Me and my editor, we are still dragging. By the time we finish dragging, you guys will get your and she's in Arizona, so where she's 8 hours behind me. So 10 p.m. my time will be like maybe like 2 her time, and then we'll keep the dragging. I told her the people want the book out, but she's still dragging me, so we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that. Hi Tolu. Yes, tell them I was a hot stepper in heels. Hot stepper. They don't even know what's up. Okay, so good evening everyone. Welcome to Navi Work. I'm so glad that you showed up. I know a lot of people showed up to support Ameza's new dream, the amazing Ameza's new dream. And just born out of the passion to see people settle into work and settling comfortably and navigating sometimes murky waters. Sometimes it's not murky, it's just you don't get it, but it's just little things that I've learned in my career, little things I've learned in my over 15 years of working with people, some difficult people, some not too difficult people, and just working generally and getting along and being able to collaborate and work in a collaborative environment. So I just thought, and that's a lot of that is also in the book titled Body Up. When Cheryl gives us the go ahead, we release the order code so that you can get on Amazon. And I hear that on Amazon you can also order the hard copy of the book, and you can order a soft copy and all of that. So it will help you. It could also help as a guide, like a 50-week guide. You can pick a topic a week and say, this is the topic I'm going to try to deal with today. I'm going to smile today. I'm going to try to help today, and things like that. Or you could just rush through the book, and then when you're dealing with something, you can go back and go and check out, what did Ameze say about this? Opal Eye. Oh, Tokes, thank you so much for being here. This is one of my initial 5. Later on in our podcast, we'll talk about the initial 5. I know I told you talking about that it was initial 4, but I've increased it to initial 5. So, and I will explain that after this. Oh my God, my boss is here, Violet G. I hope you realize that you have requested to be in my live video. Let me know whether I should accept it, because I will happily add you to this live. She was an amazing boss. I learned a lot from her. Auntie V, I see, hi Amanda Ortiz. I see a request to be in my live video. You know that I'm talking about navigating the workplace, and you were the first person that told me anything about HR. So this request, should I view and accept? Will you come on live? Are you, because Auntie V is very together. But that's what I saw. Thanks Tolu. But that's what I saw now. When you are ready, but you will come on the live one of these days. You can tell me that it's not today. But yeah, she was my boss, and now she works in Vienna, and she's amazing, and she just joined. It's okay, I understand the no, but that's what you did now. You sent a request to be in the live. That's what you did. Okay. Because we don't have a lot of time. Last week we ran out of time. First things first. Thank you all for joining, and for joining last week, and those that are coming on for the first time. Just go back from DC today. Oh, okay, she's a very busy woman. So first things first, we're going to move the live to Thursday, because I got a feedback from our target audience that on Friday they want to kick off their shoes, relax their feet, kick off their shoes, relax their feet, and not think about work. So sometimes I know that work can do that to you. You don't even want to think about work. I know that somebody once told me that he wants to have strategy sessions on Friday so that people can go home and be thinking of their life and be thinking of what they're adding to the company, which is not fair. Their weekend is meant to make them relax and be happy. So the old schoolers would have said, Friday, let me just be listening to Amazing, I'm seeing what she's saying. But the non-old schoolers, Gen Zs, the millennials say, look, just talk to me on Thursday. Talk to me. In fact, I was giving specific time. You see that it's good to take feedback. That Thursday, I should do it at 7 p.m. UK time, which will be 8 p.m. Nigeria time. Gave me examples. At that time, they may be doing the dishes and they're okay on Thursday. But Friday, They don't want to think about work. So we will send out, oh, Emmanuel the beloved. Oh, this is my classmate from uni. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. And T-Tabs, one of my initial 5. Tosin, I will tell them about you in one of the podcasts, but Tokumbo, T-Tabs is one of the initial 5 from what I was telling you earlier today. Okay, so from next week, we're going to have the live on Thursdays, 7 p.m. UK time, which is GMT, 8 p.m. West African time, Nigeria time. So get ready. So, but we'll also send out notifications so that we don't assume that it's Friday and everybody has joined and they're wondering where is Amazing Ameze, where is Navi work. No, it's going to be on Thursday, 7 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m. Nigeria time from next week. But today we're already here. We sent out the blast and we didn't want to disappoint you. Russian, right? Yes. So we didn't want to disappoint you. And so that's why we're here. So we're going to get right into it because last week we ran out of time. I was really thinking, what am I going to be saying for 1 hour? But I see that people were asking questions. And as I speak, please use the question icon and ask me anything. If I don't know the answer, I will ask you, what do you think? Or I will research it, which is what I did to some of the questions that I was asked today. Thank you, Ogo, for joining. Yeah, so if I don't know the answer, trust me, I will tell you. But I will also tell you if I faced that kind of situation before, how I handled it, if it worked, if it didn't work. So I'm going to go right into the questions that I was sent. And remember, we always say, send us at the end of every video, we say send us an email to amazingameze at naviwork.life, or you could just wait for the live sessions and then put your questions in the question icon, tap the question icon and then ask your question, and I'll try my best, to answer as much as I can. The things I don't have an answer to, I'll come back to you. I can send you an email, I can do some research and get back to you on that. Okay, so let me go right into the questions. Let me just check my mail and check the questions. So the first question, person was so nice. Person said, thanks for sharing this wisdom, but how do you navigate working with colleagues that capitalize on your willingness to help? So the person is referring to the video that went out on Monday, Can I Help? Where I talked about the fact that it's very good to sort of prefer solutions or ask people or help people that work with you. I also mentioned that my grandfather of blessed memory used to say, if you're too sweet, they go lick you finish. So even if you are nice and you are helping people, let people taste some bitter parts of you so that they know not to test you or just give you work anyhow. But realistically speaking, the first thing I would say is, one of my friends or my colleagues or my babies used to say the reward for hard work is more work. The truth is, as you increasingly become dependable in the workplace, people will know that if I have something to do, it's amazing, I should give it to, because I know that I'll get it in good time. I know that I'll get it, with minimal requirement for review. They'll just be reviewing because, but that's upward when you get work from the higher ups. Now, when it's your colleagues that know that you have understood this environment, you understand the work, you somehow always get the job done, the tendency is that people will keep asking you to help them. So there are two things, first of all, and when I was doing my research and thinking about how I would have analyzed it, you first assess your situation. And what does that mean? You ask yourself, are you giving up the vibe that you are the one that is always available? That is not a bad thing. But when it is to the detriment of your own workload, it becomes a bad thing, because the thing that made you a star and made people, hi Izzy, hi UD. So the thing that made you a star, that made people start coming to you for help, made people start asking you, how can I do this, will now become a problem, because guess what? Because you are helping everybody else, you don't have time to. So I said, am I giving up the vibe that I don't have enough to do to make people ask me, and people are just bringing their work? I may say, you sabi the work, or you know how to do this thing. People are just coming to me. They don't even want to do it for themselves again. And you now begin to feel taken for granted. So you have to ask yourself, many times, especially in my work life and in life generally, I'm very introspective. I ask myself first, what am I doing that is making people, thank you UD for following, thank you so much. What am I doing that is making people think that, or make people think that it's okay to just be piling work on me? And I'm not talking about the higher ups now. I'm not talking about people that are like laterally, your colleagues, your mates. We joined the organization together. Those are the people I'm sort of referring to. What am I giving off the I want you to like